Welcome to Mermaid Love Tarot for your 5-part weekly bundle reading. I'm a counselor, a 2-time award-winning actress, and tarot reader. Enjoy your reading.
Hello Sagittarius, welcome back to Mermaid Love Tarot for your 5-part bundle reading. My name is Priscilla and I am not just any tarot reader. Greetings from New York. We are going to start with our angel answer messages. Then we're going to check out your energies. Then we're going to move on to all the parts. I don't suggest you forward the video as I'm doing the parts because everything connects, okay? I have very potent guides, and also I don't want you to miss any part of this, okay? When I shuffle, yes, go ahead and forward, but not as I'm doing all the parts. All right. There might be some romance coming into your life, and my guys are telling me whether you like it or not. All right, not something I would normally say. All right, and also there's helpful people that are coming to your rescue. If there's something that you need help with, starting a business, help around the house, any type of help, you're going to have people that are coming to help you. Okay, and there is romance in the, I'm Spanglish speaking, romance in the cards for you, all right? So we might see the 2 of Cups, the Lovers, all right? The 4 of Wands, all that good stuff having to do with love. The reason why I say I'm not just any tarot reader is because I have over 2,000 videos that show that the proof is in the pudding, that I predict the cards and the cards come out. I know it's crazy. I haven't seen any tarot reader who can do it, but if you don't believe me, go check out the 2,000 videos plus that I have on my channel. We begin with intuition. We might see the High Priestess, all right? The number 16 might be significant. 6 means growth, 1 means potential, all right? But in any of these areas, whether you are in the process of, growing in your job, growing in your relationship, they're always telling you to use your intuition, okay? To be a little bit on guard, not necessarily fear, but to pay attention to your intuition. It can never lead you the wrong way. Trust me, you guys. That little calling that tells us don't do it or do it. We couldn't make it up if we tried. What do we have, please, for Sagittarius? All right. We have Lemurian seed codes, embracing sensitivity, uniqueness, living with grace. Okay? I always tell people, if you are the type of people who pray, if you've been through hurt to pain, focus on the good, live with grace, right? Focus on the things that you do have. Trust me when I tell you that will help you to heal so much more faster, okay? Really focus on those things. What else do we have? Guys, I read in English and Spanish, so go check out the Spanish readings with English subtitles. Release the inner criticism. Silence the inner critic. Speak to yourself with kindness and watch your confidence soar. Okay? Maybe your confidence may be a little low right now. So they're telling you, do what you need to do. Release the inner critic, right? We make mistakes. We might see the 4 or 5 of Cups. You feeling some type of regret or disappointment. All right, it says, this is the Oracle Love. I just want to check the beginning, even though we're going to do the love part. It says you were ghosted, you were redirected, right? God's perfect timing, God's protection. You weren't ignored. The universe just hung up first. Some people bounced because they couldn't handle your vibe, not because you weren't enough. Silence isn't rejection, it's redirection. Walk forward with someone who actually shows up. Okay, because that person is waiting on the other side, all right? So if you were taken away literally by a tower moment, right? Because God wanted it, the universe wanted it, and that's what needed to happen, all right? So stop criticizing yourself as to whether or not, did I do something wrong? Maybe it was me who messed up. No, all right? So 3 of Swords, 2 of Cups, as I mentioned the other ones, Justice, the Wheel of Fortune, the Chariot, the Empress, the High Priestess, as I told you. The Page of Swords. I feel like if this was a person, they're still probably watching you. Can I have 3 for Sagittarius, please? 1 more. Yeah, you need to come together with people. I feel like at a party or somewhere, you're going to meet this person that you're going to really be fall into a romantic relationship. It's going to be a party, some type of graduation, wedding that they invite you to. Yep. Because quite honestly, you know, you are just seeing your ships coming in, right? Trying to plan for the future, trying to envision the future, whether that's in romance, whether that's with money, no matter what it is, you are focused. You're like, okay, this is what I want. This is what I'm planning. This is really what I want. Like, it's time, right? Moving forward from whatever situation might have kept you stuck. All right. But you need to really celebrate, go out. All right. In this celebration, come back and tell me you're going to meet somebody. Mark my words. All right. Come together with your community, because you start fresh all over again. And you're going to take another risk, regardless of the fact that you were hurt, right? Because please understand that not everybody is the same. Focus on those couples that you see are so happy, for that to give you some type of inspiration that true love does exist. All right, you guys. So if somebody invites you to a party, make it your business to attend. All right, this is going to be like a serendipitous moment. That's the word that they're giving me. I use this cup to channel messages. All right, you guys. And also, don't forget to check out my Instagram page. I am a two-time award-winning actress, counselor. Check that out. And also my IMDB page. All right, we move on with your 3 more cards, and then with the card to see what is in the shadows. What is something you need to work on, okay? And we have the 7 of Wands. Don't give up on the things that you believe in. Don't give up on love. They're telling me clearly. Do not give up on love. Take a risk. Take that risk. You, lately, in the near future, you will probably like out of balance with your money, particularly with your money, right? Trying to balance maybe several jobs, several ways of bringing income in, right? And then multitasking. Remember that multitasking is wonderful, right? But when you do that, you can get everything right when you do that, right? So focus on one thing first, get that done, and then move on with the next thing. All right. If you are the kind of person that can really do it, to the point of executing something, then go for it. All right. But your money in this situation may have been a little bit out of balance, but they're telling you don't give up. Okay. Do not give up on the things that you want to do. They're telling me clearly, do not give up on your thoughts, on the things that you plan in your head. Okay. Because it is extremely necessary for you to also stand up for yourself. If people blame you for something, stand up for yourself, okay? Fight back. But they're also telling you communicate strongly, all right? Don't hold back from the things that, like, if you want to raise, don't hold back from that, okay? Let it be known, okay, that is what you need. And then with the Ace of Cups, for sure now, double confirmation that there is romance coming in, all right? A new relationship, somebody that's full of compassion, that's really going to hear you out, that's going to actually see you, right? Not this person that, ghosted you for whatever reason, okay? Or they feel like speaking to you when they feel like speaking to you, all right? It is very important for you to be mindful that these things are possible, and do not close yourself to the opportunity of what that can be. All right. What do we have, please, for Sagittarius? The Fool. Again, you can't make this up. So, okay, once again, confirmed to take that risk, to start over. It's okay. You at some point will come in contact with the Magician, because he's number 2, right? But they're telling you to ask yourself, what consequences am I downplaying? Okay? Okay, maybe you had a little bit of responsibility with whatever happened, but nonetheless, they want you to take a look at knowing that you can move forward, okay? And that you can take more risks, all right? Just because you took one risk doesn't mean that it's the end of the world, all right? If you failed, in other words. What do we have for Sagittarius in money and career? All right, a prickly situation. Okay, remember when I just finished speaking to you about asking for a raise? You seem to, there's a boss that you keep bumping heads with, okay? And they're just telling you work around that issue. Okay, that's probably the reason why you feel a little bit of not fear, but discomfort, and maybe asking for what you deserve, okay? For not settling. Okay, you can work around that. You can still ask for your raise, even if this person is not tactful. Just try to be diplomatic about how you go about doing that. Okay. Personal development. It says invest in personal development. Pursue activities that enhance your skills, knowledge, and well-being to achieve overall success. Okay. So take a little moment, kind of like to go in hermit mode. All right. And kind of think of what are the other things that you know how to do that can bring you money, right? Personal development, maybe taking some classes online that are free, right? And if you have to pay and they're worth it, pay for it, right? Because that might put you at another level in your job, right? If you take a class about, I don't know, AI, right? That might put you at a higher level because other people may not know how to do AI or use other different types of programs, but you do. Okay, what do we have for Sagittarius? That's a strong message. Love affair. All right, beware of love affairs at work, rarely and well. Don't lose your mind. So you might meet this person who we've been talking about at work, but try to keep the two separate. I never recommend, doing something at work. Been there, done that. Not that it's a difficult situation, but you always do have to be careful. Okay, so but I'm not discouraging you from doing it. Okay, wherever you need to find love, you find it. I guess that you guys can figure it out. Okay, how it's gonna work, how you're gonna be discreet with it, or that you're simply not gonna care, because some people don't care, right? So it doesn't matter. All right, what do we have in love? Moving on to love. What do we have for Sagittarius? Sex with you. There is somebody who's really desiring you sexually, you or them, right? This is a general reading. I am open for personal readings. Please also consider joining my membership. All right, the highest membership is only equivalent to 3 cents a month. Please don't forget to check out my Amazon shop, where you will find all these tarot decks, everything that I wear, my nail polish, anything, everything is there by categories such as beauty supply, esoteric items. There is a video that I put together with regards to Saint Benedict and how to protect your energies. All right, follow that video. The little bag with the medallions, you will find at my esoteric shop on Amazon. All right, it comes in a little bag because, as you know, windows, portals, and doors. Window, portals, and doors. Mirrors, windows, and doors are portals, right? For any crazy entity to come in through there. The passion is too much. There's somebody that you may or may not be with them, but the passion is so much, they're constantly thinking how much they want to be intimate with you, all right? So it could be either way, right? You know your story, but this person is always like, they imagine having sex with you. They might have told you this, they're telling me. I use this cup to channel. Also, you guys, I leave the egg ritual at the end along with the Saint Benedict video. All right, those are 2 videos that I always leave at the end, so you're not scrambling looking, because the egg ritual is very important to clear your energies. All right, red flags, warning signs, take heed, risky situation. All right, so that situation of this person might be something risky. They might just like to have sex with everybody. Okay, so proceed with caution. All right, but nonetheless, this could be 2 different situations, because I definitely do see clearly and confirmed that there is somebody coming in that is gonna, really be true to what they feel. It's not gonna be like crap, right? It's gonna be somebody who sees you, who hears you. All right, moving on to oracle messages. What do we have for Sagittarius? All right, and it says, I celebrate the little things as miracles too. I always say it's all about the little things. Like last week I was coming into my house and I saw that my roses have bloomed. I have white ones, I have red ones, but this red one, I had to pick it out. And I have white ones around it, but like the petals they were very fragile. But, it's the little things. And I posted it on my Instagram and I was just like, it's the little things. All right, so it says, compassion. Show compassion to yourself and others. Kindness matters. All right, so no matter how much you can't stand your boss, just be kind so that you can get through to what you actually want. Because this might be like an asshole of a boss, very nasty, very arrogant, obnoxious, just never hears, right? I'm hearing this could be a person of the Aries sign. Find out if they're in Aries. All right, so you have the number 8 with me, which means change. But they're telling you listen with your heart. Okay, don't just listen, right? Normally, if we had seen the Queen of Swords, I'll be like, you know, say what you mean, do whatever. But not only listen, but like we saw here, have compassion when it's time for you to respond. Okay, don't put yourself in a situation where you're just gonna make matters worse, right? Everything isn't a battle. So we have here Sagittarius, all the signs practically, heavy Cancer, heavy. So the person that you meet might be of a Cancer energy, and then we see here more Leo. All right, what do we have for the initials? I hear the name David and Thomas. Okay, and Licia, not Lisa, Licia. That's weird. I've never heard of a name like that. Okay, so this could be a nickname, first name, last name. And for more signs, we have Scorpio, more water, Leo, your fellow fire sign, and Libra, air. All right, you guys, this has been your reading. Thank you so much for being here. Please consider joining my memberships, right? Subscribe so that when I go live, you can answer free tarot questions. What else? Check out my Amazon store. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hype my videos so that I can be moved into the algorithm. I just, I'm celebrating my 1-year anniversary with YouTube, which I thought it was in June, but it was actually May 25th. All right, you guys, remember to live in love and harmony, help others no matter who they are. One love, and I will see you soon. Take care.
Thanking you for watching, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.